Update? An OPB sale? What the? Welcome to Afifthofjack Gaming, where we're going to be updating you about the OPB sale that they end up having. And if you're doing the sale, you can either follow the link down below, or at checkout you can end up using the code Afifthofjack to save $2 off. Or if you have if you have 4 or more books, you can use the code Jacket Together to save 5% off your entire order instead. Orders of $30 or more ends up getting free shipping, so it's an awesome way to be able to get this going. It's an awesome way to be able to help you and help the channel, because we do get a nice little commission that's off there that we end up dropping right back into any other books that we end up picking up with OPB. These codes are evergreen, so you can use them whenever you want to end up using them. Now, without further ado, let's slide it on over to Organic Price Books and be able to cover the sale that we end up going with. Alright, let's say you start over at the main homepage. You want to hit Distribution Sale 2.0. And now I'll get you back over to the first page of this. You're going to see that there's been some changes, some additions, some subtractions, a little bit of action. Now, books that are back order, that means that you can still order them, but it might be taking them a little bit longer to be able to fulfill the order because they're going to end up picking up another copy of that. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Starting off with Spawn, The Dark Ages is a trade paperback. Have no clue, haven't really read Spawn. Extremity, this is a regular cover. I know Near Mint Condition ended up having their own specific cover with it, which is awesome. But I've heard really good things about it. This is by Daniel Warren Johnson, and the art is also by Daniel Warren Johnson. Another one that you can end up picking up is the library. Well, this is volume 6, but the library edition of Invincible. Invincible, if you don't have it or you haven't read it, I strongly suggest you to read it. There's also that show that's out over on Amazon that is currently in season right now. So I'm thinking that's part of the reason why the sale is going on. And then we have a deluxe copy of Spawn. Like I said, I'm not a huge Spawn person. Library edition. Trade paperback of the New 52. Compendium. So that's another option you have. 7 Soldiers. Young Justice. Batman Eternal. More library. This one's the signed edition. That's kind of crazy. Ex Machina. The complete series omnibus. I've heard it's a little bit dated, but it's by Brian Cavon, so you can't really go too wrong with it, right? Hush Saga. Oblivion Song. The Compendium. More Spawn. Invincible Universe. This is going to be a soft paperback. This is one I would probably steer clear of, because I know it's $20, but when we ended up reading it, it was a little lack of luster for it. Another compendium. Court of Owls, an absolute, so that's a bigger book. Marvel Zombies Return. Absolute Superman for all seasons. That's one that we tempted to be picking up. Possibly. Very tempted. But I don't really want to go down the absolute route, because that's another big rabbit hole that we don't want to be opening up. More Spawn. And as you can see, instead of 6 pages, there's 7. So there's a little bit changes that goes over it. Spawn, Marvel Zombies, Compendium, X-23 Omnibus. So this is a Laura Kinney. If you ended up loving her in Deadpool and Wolverine, this would be another book that you can end up picking up. Maestro Hulk, another good thing. Another absolute with 3 Jokers. Avengers by Jonathan Hickman. Omnibus Volume 2. I would love to pick up Volume 1 if you're picking this up. Masterworks of Invincible Iron Man. Batman Hush, which they have Hush number 2 coming out pretty soon. This is going to be starting into singles. This is the 20th anniversary. It has some Jim Lee, and it's written by Jeff Loeb. Spawn, Artist Edition. So this is something that's unique. This is going to be, I believe, IDW that ends up making this. And they end up making it, and it's going to be a bigger book. I think it's like the pages that they were drawn on or something like that. But it's not made by Marvel, so that's actually something that's unique. The Amazing Spider-Man Beyond Omnibus, both or 2 different volumes that they have. Aliens, the original years, Volume 4 with the Stoko cover. Justice League International, Volume 1. So if you're ever curious about it, that would be the book to jump on. The Long Halloween, Haunted Night. Captain Marvel, Dr. Aphra, War of Kings. And so now if you get Annihilation and Annihilation Conquest, then you can have War of Kings, and then it'll come to War of Realms. And then obviously you have the prelude to War of Kings that would be before it. Dark Knight's Metal, Omnibus, House of Mystery, The New Teen Titans, Volume 1, Batman No Man's Land, Volume 2. We're jumping on over to the Avengers. And then we also have Volume 1 of Nick Spencer's Spider-Man, The Best Marvel Stories, Captain Marvel by Kelly Sue DeCormick, Predator, that's one that's another tempting one. Black Panther by Christopher Priest, Volume 1. That's another really good one. We need to pick up Volume 2 of that. We ended up picking up Volume 1 already. More Oblivion Songs action. It's a hardcover though. X Lives and Deaths of Wolverine, a hardcover. Fantastic Four by John Byrne. That goes into a little bit of hype with the Fantastic Four. That looks like a solid movie, possibly. X Factor by Peter David, Volume 2. Star Wars Legends, The New Republic, Volume 1. Heroes Reborn, America's Mightiest Heroes, Omnibus. Spider-Man, or Miles Morales Spider-Man. This is Volume 2. I think they're sold out of Volume 1. Saga. Now, this is not going to be something that's going to be for the kiddies. This is something that's more mature to you. So if you're thinking about it, make sure that you have the right audience for it. Justice League, The New 52 Omnibus, Volume 2. Absolute Batman and Robin, The Boy Wonder. Wakanda. Wait, why is that even on the sale list? Oh, it's sold out. Okay. That's not available. Whoopsies. Wakanda, World of Black Panther, The Early Years, 1962 Omnibus, The Thing Omnibus, The Phoenix Omnibus. Like I said, there was a funny stream that goes over with it with Omar when he was trying to make the Evergreens, and this ended up getting to be one of the final ones, and it just drives him nuts. Batman Long Halloween Deluxe, which is another good one. Dark Victory, which is another continuation into that. Black Panther by Tomasi. And then we come over to the next page with the handbook. X-Men, The Fall of the Mutants. She-Hulk by Peter David. Thor, Jason Aaron Thor, Volume 1, which will be another one I would be thinking about picking up if I was you. Aliens, Original Years, Volume 3. Here's the big one that we keep on saying, and I'm going to stand to this. If you're picking up one book out of this entire sale, make it Gotham Central. Because honestly, it's a stellar book, and yes, it has little to no Batman in it, and it's a unique perspective for you to see the cops over at Gotham Central. And then it has Ed Brubaker and Greg Rucka that's over telling the stories of the two different shifts. I want to say it's Brubaker on the night shift and Rucka on the day shift, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But either way, it's a unique perspective, and the thing that is that they're working together in that writing the story, that sounds so amazing. Young Avengers, that's another bombastic pickup that you can end up picking up out of this. Then we have Knights of Pendragon, Invaders Omnibus, that direct market cover. Infinite Crisis is another book that's perfectly mapped, is what I've been told. We picked it up. We got it for our Christmas gift from JP. Thank you, JP, for that hookup. But that's something we're going to end up reading, and then we'll end up having an eventual review over here on the channel for it. Thunderbolts, Volume 2. Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, Volume 3. Volume 1 of Doctor Strange's Master of the Mystic Arts. Incredible Hulk, Volume 2, or Volume 4. Journey into Mystery, Volume 1. New Warriors, Volume 2. Hellfire Guile. It's a hardcover, so it's not going to be a big book, but it's going to be a hardcover compared to soft covers. Jeff Johns, Flash, Volume 3. Captain America Lives, so this is part of Ed Brubaker's run. And then we end up having Mutant Massacre. What If Origins. Looks like both of them are Volume 2. Both DM covers. Chip Zdarsky's Howard the Duck. Woohoo, we're on 4, so we're going over a 5. Injustice Volume 2, Batman by Scott Snyder, another solid pickup. Has The Court of Owls, which honestly is my favorite Batman story, I would have to say, for me. Because I love the story when people think that they know everything, but then it gets turned upside down for them. Captain Britain, Excalibur, DSA Volume 1. Grant Morrison's Batman, Volume 1 and 3, it looks like that's on there. Doom Patrol by Grant Morrison. It looks like Volume 2 of Peter David's Hulk. The first volume to Injustice. And Injustice 1 and Injustice 2 with their spines is amazing next to one another. Some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action with Batman. First 2 stories has been stellar. I haven't read the 3rd story yet. It's a criminal, not thinking about picking up this criminal deluxe edition. It's $25, whereas $50 a piece. So that's a nice stellar pickup for it. And I think that covers all of criminal. The library edition, the old print, so that means there's going to be a little bit spine difference. We got the trade paperbacks, or not trade paperbacks, but we got the compendiums. So Invincible has, I think, 4 different ways that you can end up collecting out of this sale. You have the library editions, you have the ultimate editions, you have the soft compendiums, and just hard compendiums. Justice League Dark, No Man's Land Volume 1, the deluxe version of Saga, that's the Volume 3, into Volume 2, into Volume 1, Jeff Johns' Green Lantern, Volume 3. We're over on page 6. 2 and 1 of the Green Lantern. The one that we're definitely thinking about picking up is going to be the Longbow Hunters. This is Volume 1. And here's the Ultimate Editions that we come over with it. There's going to be 12 of them in total. So you got 12 Ultimate Editions. Then you have 6 Library. Or you have 3 Compendiums. You have 3 different ways that you can end up choosing to collect Invincible. And that's all up to you what you end up wanting. The Ultimate Editions is about the same size as a Library Edition, but it's a thinner book. So the idea is that the Ultimate Editions is 2 to 1 Library Edition. Woo! Holy Ultimate Editions going over with it. I think they might have it all. Oblivion Song, JSA, Absolute Swamp Thing, Volume 3. That's another one I'll be thinking about is the Absolute of a Swamp Thing. No Man's Land. Oh, The Road to No Man's Land. Hey, the first volume to the New 52 Justice League. That's a good pickup. Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 5. Wolverine, Volume 2. And we're coming to the last page, which is Cloak and Dagger. Alright, so that covers that. Let's bring the camera back and give our final thoughts of what we have going on here. Alright, so as you can see, the sale's pretty solid and it's pretty well stacked that you can end up picking up things. Highlights is books that I would be thinking about picking up will be definitely Gotham Central if you don't have it. Like I said, it's a stellar story and it's a unique perspective that you can end up having where you have 2 different writers writing 2 different shifts in the exact same book. And then you also have the Green Lantern, which is a legendary action that comes with it by Jeff Johns. And then you also have Longbow Hunters, which is another one that is a solid pickup by Mark Grinnell. I think I said that right. I hope I said it right. I'm sorry if I didn't. And then obviously Invincible. If you haven't read Invincible or you're thinking about picking up Invincible, this would be the time to pick it up. Remember, if you do pick up anything from this sale, use the code Afifthofjack if you have 1 to 3 books. Yeah, 1 to 3 books. Use the code Afifthofjack and you'll save $2 off. Or if you have 4 or more books, you can use the code Jacket Together to save 5% off your entire order instead. And orders of $30 or more ends up getting free shipping. That's right, free shipping. So that's something that's going to be amazing and a good way to be able to start your collection or add to your collection. Either way, it's a win-win situation. Is there something that you picked up from this sale? Let us know down in the comments down below. And as always, thank you for watching. And until next time, we'll see you later.